Alright. I feel really rusty at making videos right now. I've messed up like 50 times just trying to get this beginning part of the video out. Normally, I don't script my videos, but I literally made some notes here while I was at work. I was bored and I was like, alright, I'm going to make this video today. I have plenty of ideas of what videos to make on my comeback video, but I'm going to make this video about the 3070. The notes here are literally titled 3070 video. Basically, I said it has been way too long since my last upload, which it has been a pretty long time since my last upload. It's been 2 months. The last thing we talked about was the Xbox mouse and keyboard. A lot of mouse and keyboard videos. A lot of people interested in that still, and that has kept the channel alive, so thank you guys. But in my absence, so much has happened in the tech and gaming space. A lot has happened. I think the last time I was here was a little bit before E3. We had some E3 announcements. We had the Elden Ring, big announcement. Switch OLED, Steam Deck, I just said Elden Ring. Battlefield 2042, New World, or Amazon's MMO, and a lot more to talk about. Yeah, so there's a whole bunch of topics that I have kind of skipped over, and we're going to go right into what my most recent occurrence has been in gaming, I guess, which is getting a 3070, and I'll get right into that in just a moment. But I want you guys to know that I will be covering some of these other topics, the Steam Deck, the Switch OLED, I'll be addressing that, some other exciting gaming news, and more technical updates like Warzone on 120Hz and things like that, as per usual. But yeah, it's nice to be back. So the RTX 3070. Now, keep in mind, guys, we are in July 2021. This thing is almost impossible to come by, and has been almost impossible to come by, especially for retail price. So this is a huge deal that I was able to acquire one of these. I don't have any footage of the experience of me going to get it because I just wasn't up for recording and doing the whole vlogging thing. But is this upside down? My bad. The RTX 3070. There you go. But 3080s, 3090s, 3070s, the whole 30 series, the Founders Edition in specific, has been like impossible to come by. So I want to talk about this just a tad bit, and yeah, it's really like a situational thing out of nowhere kind of happened. And basically the gist of it is Best Buy, I guess, has some kind of agreement or partnership with Nvidia now where they're going to sell these in store, and I think that's the only way you can get them now. And basically Wario64, who is also responsible for a lot of people's success in getting the Xbox Series X or the PS5, he basically tweeted while I was at work, as usual, Best Buy is going to be holding a RTX 30 series in-store drop, and it just had a list of the stores. I made a TikTok about it. If you guys aren't following me on TikTok, make sure you guys follow me on TikTok. It's the same as my YouTube channel, Isaac Montano. So that's that. But yeah, there was a list of participating stores. I happened to be close to a participating store, and I also found this link on Twitter which had inventory. It's called Pop Finder. It basically tells you how many are going to be in stock at that particular location. It goes based off of your zip code. I don't know how accurate it is, but it did seem kind of accurate. It did seem kind of accurate when putting it next to the amount of people that were in my particular location. There was a lot of people, and there were a lot of cards that were listed in that Pop Finder link. So it may or may not be accurate. I think it is, but I'd like to believe it is because that's what made me stay in the line in the first place. July 20th or July 19th, they had the post. I think it might have been the 19th, and it was the next day. So I think the post was on Monday and the drop was on a Tuesday. And I made up my mind kind of last minute. I was like, maybe I should go for one. And yeah, I ended up going for one. I woke up super early. I think it was like 5:30 in the morning. They were dropping them at 7:30 in the morning. And there was people that literally slept there. So if they ever do these again, which I think they might, I think this might be the way to do it. It was very organized, but you do have to be there early if you want one. I mean, it all goes depending on where you're from, where you're trying to buy, what store you're going to. But my particular location, there were people camping from the night before, and I showed up an hour before the actual drop, but I was also going for a 3070 specifically. I know 3080s are highly coveted, and they were the first to go in this situation, and it was all of the people that were in the front. So if you're going for a 3080, you want to be there probably way earlier. They had plenty of 3060s. I know that inventory will be different depending on whatever the store that you're going to has, but I was going for a 3070. I was confident that I would be able to get one. The Pot Finder app said there would be 30 of them. When I got my ticket, jumping ahead of the story a little bit, but when I got my ticket, I was number 22 in line out of 30, which is what I like to believe, because they ran out of 3070s a little bit after me, and the Pot Finder app did say there was 30 of them, and I got my ticket and it said number 22, so I think it was pretty accurate. But yeah, if you're going for a 3080 Ti, you probably want to be there a little bit earlier. The last thing to go, actually, there was leftovers at the end, were 3090s because of how expensive they are. But 3070s for $499 were like, come on. People are reselling these things for $2,000, $1,500. So for me to be able to get one for $499 was a huge deal. And I was there an hour early, so it wasn't that bad. Now, I was there an hour early, so at around, I woke up at like 5:50 or whatever, headed out at 5:50, got there at 6:30, waited an hour, a little over an hour. It was like 7:45 when they finally started handing out tickets. A lot of people disappeared when they said they ran out of 3080s. I got my ticket for the 3070. Then they said, oh, we can't sell them to you guys for another, I think, hour or two. So basically from 8 to 9, we had to just scatter, do something else. So I thought it would be smart for me to use my hour time. So they said, okay, here's your ticket at 8, come back at 9, and that's when we're going to be doing the checkout process. I thought it would be smart for me to go get an oil change in that time. I cut it real close. I did get an oil change. I did meet some guys there. They were really cool. We had a good time waiting that whole time. But I did catch up to them in line. I was like, I didn't know how much time we had to come, like, after they were going to do the checkout process. Turns out we had 3 hours to come back, but I didn't know that. So I was kind of rushing, and I was scared that I would not be able to check out because I decided to get an oil change. But, I wanted to be productive and get that out of the way. So I get my oil change, head back to Best Buy, and we wait in like an hour line again. It was, I think, 9:42 when I finally actually checked out, and that's pretty much the gist of it. But the important thing here for you guys to take is that there is hope for you guys to get these cards for retail price, especially the Founders Edition. I personally didn't think they were going to have them. I didn't think I would be making it in time in the line, and I thought they would just be sold out, but they did have a decent amount. I'm hoping this is the first of many drops that they do this way, because it was very organized, very reliable, and once you get that ticket, you're pretty much guaranteed the opportunity to purchase your card. So it was great. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys some B-roll of me opening the box and showing you what's inside. Inside, you basically have the card right away. It's pretty simple packaging. You lift up the card, and you have the 12-pin to 8-pin adapter for your power supply or whatever. And then you have here some guides for your card, which you probably won't use, like always. Whoever did take advantage of the Best Buy event, it was just a very lucky moment and very unexpected. I didn't think I would get one of these cards so soon. Literally the night before I got this, I was looking at cards and I was seeing some for $1,000. I was asking my friend, do you think it's worth it for $1,000? And literally that day, they announced this Best Buy event, and I got extremely lucky, or maybe partially lucky. Part of it is luck, part of it is being determined enough to actually show up and wait in a long line and score one of these things, because they're really hard to get. So it's just nice to beat the scalpers once again. I bought my PS5 for retail, my Series S for retail, and 3070 for retail. There's no need to pay more for these things when the opportunity is available to you to get it for the actual intended price. If you're trying to get one of these and you don't have a lot of money and you just feel like on the edge, if you have patience, I'm pretty sure they're going to do one of these drops again, and you might be lucky just like I was. And if you're not, well, you can just pay the absurd amount of money that people are paying for these cards. But yeah, it's definitely worth the wait. I waited about 4 hours total, and I'm very happy with my purchase. I put it in my computer already. I would have some B-roll for you guys of the card in my computer, but my computer's just not presentable right now. That is also another thing I want to talk about. By upgrading my GPU, I now have to upgrade a lot of other things in my computer, which I intended to do this year anyway. But now I have even more of a bigger reason, because I got this thing and now I just feel like I have to and I want to, and it's exciting. So I will keep you guys updated on how the PC build is going. Eventually I will show you guys, and it's going to be great. If you guys missed my content, I am back, hopefully with more frequent content. And if you're trying to get one of these cards, good luck to you. It just feels good to make a video again and kind of be on YouTube again. I keep seeing people watch the videos, subscribers and stuff, and it motivates me to want to come back to YouTube and make a video. I wasn't fully there and ready to bring back the content. And even now I'm kind of like, I don't know. I don't even know where the stand for this camera is right now. It's kind of just floating on the ring light, but we're just gonna hope it doesn't fall. But you know, I just had to get a video out. It was like itching to literally get something out for you guys, and I wanted to start it with the most recent thing that happened to me. I did order a Steam Deck, and I did get it within the hour of when they announced it. That will be for another video. I will talk about that. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe if you like any gaming or tech content. That's usually what I cover. I've been trying to be more active on TikTok as well. I know tech is a big thing on there as well. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.